For those of you who love literature, okay, when we were in senior high school, there were so many books that we had to read, and one of them by Olarotimi, which is The Goats Are Not to Blame. I love this story so much, and I'm excited about the fact that George Kwai is putting something very interesting together in relation to this story, and George is joining me via Zoom. Good morning, George. George, can you please unmute?
Hi, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Forgive me, I'm on my way to you, but Accra traffic has managed to make it impossible to get there in time.
That's okay. Regardless, we are having you on for you to share this incredible event that is about happening. The gods are not to blame, George. We would want to know exactly what drove you to choose this and want to act it out through theater. But then before we do so, I want viewers to take a look at this video, and then we'll come back and then have a conversation in relation to this. Blame will be happening on the 2nd and the 3rd of December. But George Kwai, who's putting all this together, the brain behind all this, has joined us via Zoom. George, welcome once more. Now, tell us the reason you decided to reenact this wonderful literary story.
Well, like you rightly said, a lot of us that, let me say pre-2010, secondary school, even some primary or even tertiary institutions connect to this story in different ways. I call it the biggest play in the history of African theater, mainly because it's one of the widest read texts in any institution. And people have seen it performed on various platforms. People have seen it done by various institutions at various levels, primary, secondary, even tertiary. But I can assure you nobody has seen it at this magnitude, not at this scale before. It's never been done at the scale at which we're doing it. Personally, this is the play that launched me into theater. When I went to secondary school, my parents were hoping I would come out a lawyer. Myself, it was a dream to be a lawyer. So as a child, I read a lot of books and all that, sharpened my language because I knew one day I'd be stepping up in court and then be arguing out people's cases. But I got picked to play the lead in this back in Fansbom School, and I haven't looked back since. After playing that role, I got a different kind of love for theater. And, right after school, I joined David Onto's Cozy Theater Company. And I've been looking forward to having an opportunity to direct this because I've always had the knack to interpret the story my own way and retell it from a certain perspective. So, yes, that is why we're doing it now.
No, okay, so now I'm interested in which role exactly you played. Did you play Odewale? Which role exactly did you play?
Oh, back in school, yes, I did play Odewale. I played the lead role. And yes, until date, I still remember every single line in there. I mean, it was a very phenomenal role. The role takes you through a lot of emotions. It shows the human flaw in many different ways, and it lets you realize that sometimes, I mean, for me, one of the biggest lessons in there are two key lessons, though. The first one being the fact that, look, that expression, we are nothing but pencil in the...
Hello, George.
It is, you can't deny it. You cannot do anything about it. And then the second one is the fact that sometimes you just need to relax. You just need to be patient. You just need to sit back and let things play out. And if you sit back and leave things, you do not overreact. You don't react on everything that you hear, that you see, that you feel. You will be amazed at the results the excellent results you can gain at the end of the day. A little patience always makes the waters calm.
That's really beautiful. So you said that you were looking out for or looking for an opportunity to reenact this in your own special way, to direct it in your own special way. So what exactly are you putting into this? That is going to make it different from every other, act or display that anybody has ever seen on stage.
For that, I can only say join us at the National Theatre this weekend. It is not for me to say, it is for you to come and experience. It's for you to come watch and judge it. What I can say for sure is that we've been able to pull together some of the finest actors in the country. We've got the legendary Fred Amugi, the legendary David Donto, the legendary Mauli Semevo, our own Nashoko, who I call the queen of the stage in GH, and of course the young legend Andrew Tando Adote. And many others. Elvis Crystal is in there. Solomon Ter makes his first stage debut. And look, I think it is something everybody would want to see. So just come join us this Saturday at the National Theatre. Trust me, you would be glad you did. It's this Saturday and Sunday. 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Yes, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. 2 shows each day. And everybody's got to come see it. Okay, George. So can you talk about exactly what you've had to put into putting this together? The time, the energy. It's not been easy. I mean, 3 to 4 months of rehearsal. Okay. Working with a cast of over 100, and that includes all the other performers, the dancers, the rose bearers, the singers, the drummers. I mean, it's a very large cast. If we should put everybody together, we are hitting somewhere 150 plus. Wow. It's not been easy, and it's been very expensive. That is. Hello? Hi, George. Okay. Can you please go back to repeating how expensive it was, because it froze a little. Okay. Okay, so we'll try to continue the conversation with George Quay, and it's all about the Girls Are Not to Blame, which will be happening on the 2nd and the 3rd of December. But he's mentioned quite a number of very interesting legendary actors that are going to be a part of the stage play. So let's take a look at these videos. Okay, and at this point, I'm wondering exactly what they were doing with this stretching. What is it? George, are you there? I am right here. Okay, so I just want to know the stretching part. What was it? Were they exercising? What was that for? Yes, you've got that is a workout. Usually, for every, I don't even know how you guys got that footage. Usually before we start production, we do some workout. Okay. It's very important to get sometimes even before live performance, you need to work. It's just like when footballers are going on the football pitch. You don't just jump onto the pitch. You've got to work out and get yourself into the mood. It makes the brain sharper. It refreshes the soul. It enlightens the spirit. And when you step up on the stage, you're able to give off your best. You just jump onto the stage without a warm-up. You're slow. You get very, very slow, a bit lethargic and all that. So usually they do those warm-up exercises before we get on. Okay. Yes, so I was talking about what we've put into it. I mean, the size of the cast also comes with a huge cost and all that. You got to feed people, you got to refresh people. Some you got to give TNT every time they come for rehearsal and all that. Okay. Yes, it's been pretty expensive putting it together, but that's why we're grateful to partners like you and all the others that have supported us, Ebony Condoms, Stanbic Bank, Neplans Car Rentals, and all the other partners that we've had. They've been great. They've been tremendous, and we are very, very grateful. Okay, George, thank you so much. Thank you so much for speaking with us, and thank you for putting this together. So how much is the tickets going for? Tickets are going for just 150 Ghana cedis. I mean, when you look at what we've put together, you'd realize 150 cedis is a token. And you can get them at Kuala, at Airport Shell, at Pinkberry, at Nalam stores, also at Starbite stores, Frankie's and Osu. And you can also go digital by using our digital handles. You can visit www.imagebureaugh.com, or you can also use our USSD code by dialing *711*11*25#. Let me take that again. It's star 711 star 11 star 25 hash. That's our USSD code, and then you get it, and then you can come be a part of what I call history in the making.
Okay. All right, George, thank you so much, and all the best on Saturday and Sunday. I know and
we'll
definitely
see you over the weekend.
Believe, yes, it will be an incredible time. So on Saturday, 2nd December, and on Sunday, 3rd December, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Coming your numbers, tickets are going for your cool 150 Ghana cedis, and it's all about the Girls Are Not to Blame play that will be happening at the National Theatre. George, thank you once more.